And the nighttime view of the Grand Casino in Tunica. It's a real fun house here now. They've got a golf course here and everything. Tunica booming. Not at night, but in the daytime. Hale Irwin designed the course here. So that's what it's like outside and inside. Boxing action here. We've got Eduardo Martinez and Michael Stewart. 16-0-1, 6 knockouts for Michael Stewart, and Martinez 8-11-3 with 4 knockouts. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape, how these guys measure up. Martinez 7 years older at 28. Stewart 5'7" is 1 inch higher, and the weight very close to each other, and a 1 inch reach advantage for Stewart. Let's get the official particulars from Ed Darian. Eddie?
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 6 rounds, and it's in the welterweight division. Our referee is Paul Ceda. Introducing first in the blue corner, wearing the white trunks with the multicolored trim. He weighed in at an even 141 pounds. Now this young pugilist has 16 wins, no losses, 1 draw, with 6 knockouts. He is a native of Columbia, Tennessee. And now, making his home in Newcastle, Delaware. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Michael "No Joke" Stewart. And his opponent in the red corner, wearing the white trunks with the multicolored trim. He weighed in at 142½ pounds. He has 8 wins, 11 losses, 3 draws, with 4 knockouts. From New Orleans, Louisiana, ladies and gentlemen, here is Eduardo "El Gato" Martinez.
So they're having a discussion about what they'll do. There is El Gato, Eduardo Martinez.
I think it's the corner problem. They're in the wrong corner to begin with. I think Martinez is supposed to be in the blue corner.
They're going to switch. They're going, and Martinez will defend the right goalpost, and he'll kick off with the wing. So Martinez coming in, he was knocked out by Golden Johnson in his last bout. And Martinez, as you take a look across the way at Michael Stewart, Martinez 1-8-2 in his last 11.
All right, y'all were giving you instructions earlier. I have any questions? Shake hands now. Let me have a good, clean boxing match.
And there is Michael Stewart, listed out of Newcastle, Delaware. He hails from Columbia, Tennessee, and he comes off a 8-round victory over Thean Holland in his last bout in July of 1999. Undefeated fighter. We're ready to start. And El Gato Martinez will be trying to get inside here.
Stewart looks like he's sitting down on his punches right off the bat to try and land the power, and he staggered him. Oh,
Here
man.
he comes, Michael Stewart, scoring immediately.
Nice
right hand, and Martinez may not know where he is pretty soon. Good body shots here. Michael Stewart trying for some explosiveness.
I asked Stewart, what was your best punches? I have no idea. It's anything I hit him with, and so far he's correct.
The Stewart coming in has not reached the level yet of opposition that people would recognize, but the numbers are going up. He's got the 16-0 mark, and he'll get some attention based on that alone. And he will be due for that step up in class pretty soon.
Nice opening.
Martinez was stung right away.
He jumped right up, saw the opening, shot a right hand. And what I like about it is he knows the guy has weathered the storm a bit, so he's still patient, still taking his time, still throwing straight punches.
Still going with the jab and then the right hand behind it. As Martinez now showing that he had been able to shake that off, and then he takes another right hand, then a hook just missed landing flush. Now a right hand to the temple gets in, and Stewart starts another roll, prompting referee's intervention.
Just watching Stewart's legs. He's got them firmly planted so he can get all the power and all that torque through his body when he tries to throw a hook or that straight right.
And that uppercut would be a good shot for Stewart, too, the way Martinez has his hands. So Michael Stewart putting it on. There's the jab. There's the right hand. Martinez trying to come back in game fashion, but being outgunned in the beginning of this one.
Nice little do-si-do right there.
Stewart, big right hand behind the jab. The jab set it up, kept him coming forward with the right hand, and that one landed flush.
Stewart just throwing straight punches, staying in front of his man, doing a nice job in there. Very relaxed, very calm, hard punches.
Now Martinez starting to jab, but he better bring that jab back real quickly because Stewart is waiting for him when he does not. Uppercut by Stewart. Now Martinez wants to slug for whatever it gets him. In the opening round, it has gotten him a lot of trouble. But it looks like the Mexican import in this fight will be able to get through. So they'll go back to their respective corners. A big round for that man, Michael Stewart. And there is the corner of Martinez.
How you feel? All right. Now you take a deep breath. Okay.
There you see, Michael No Joke Stewart setting up. Nice left, and they did wobble them with that left hook. Came in, did some more damage. Good left hand, right hand action by Michael Stewart. Right hand right down the pike.
So Michael Stewart technically having it his way here. Second round of the bout.
Kind of funny how Martinez did not sit down between rounds, which I don't think was too smart.
Now, you get wobbled in the first round, you almost go down. That's a saving grace on Stewart.
Yeah.
And you add that up over the course of a long fight, it's a lot of time you're ignoring, provided you can make this a long fight. Michael Stewart, nicknamed No Joke, has been no mercy thus far.
You know what I like about Stewart is after he throws his punch, whether he lands or misses, he pulls him right back. He's in position to fire again. Not wild, not looping his punches. Well trained in there.
And that's a discipline aspect that the trainers love. As he fires two jabs, then a right hand. And he's moving nicely, setting it up with the angles.
Footwork is good. Martinez coming forward right into Stewart's punching area, punching zone.
There's a hook by Stewart. Moves to the right. Uppercut is there. He goes with the right hand, looking for a shot to the temple.
And then right
ducks under.
And he threw that right hand. He brought it right back up to protect the jaw, so he wouldn't get countered by a left hook.
And that might be the best thing he does. Because he's got some power, but also, here's Martinez. We'll have some spurts of activity here.
Just because he wobbled a guy, he's not taking it for granted. He's protecting himself and firing hard punches.
If Martinez goes out, he will have what they call a cooperating style. And he was able to try to fight gamely while Stewart was loading up, as opposed to a survivor who you can never knock out, but who stops all action in the fight.
He's still throwing punches.
Some wide shots by Martinez, and Stewart trying to get tight and hammer away here. There's a good shot by Stewart. Then comes straight up when he's finished.
Talk about a pleasing style. He's coming right towards Stewart. Not really moving his head.
Break clean. Step back.
So Eduardo Martinez has managed to stick around into the late stages of the second round after a very shaky opening. And for Michael Stewart, it's been a story of kind of more of the same of what we had in the opening round. Good power. There he shows the good hooks. So we'll see how far this one goes when we come back. Don't go away.
Stewart, very good technique in there. Keeps his hands up, throws a nice right hand, brings the hand right back. Not lazy, Dave, just snapped it right back.
So he's thinking defense right after he maximizes his offense. And we start round 3. And it has been all Stewart thus far.
Stewart throws hard punches, and I'm very impressed with the fact that he's not looping them that much. They're tight, right off the shoulder.
Now, Stewart started out with some early knockouts, but lately, despite the offense you're seeing in bouts like this, he has been going the distance. He has several 8-round wins to his credit in recent times, and he came off an 8-rounder the last time out. He's got the 6 knockouts in 17 fights. As he digs more, and based on the technique he's got, you would think that he might have some more in the knockout department, but as he steps up and has been facing presumably tougher guys, it's been harder to get them out.
And something else he's doing, which is interesting, he's varying his attack. Here's the left to the body. Earlier he took the left up to the head, then the right, then the uppercut. So you can't really pattern this guy. Maybe for his own good, if you do the same punch twice, might get him down, might get him out of there.
So he is showing variety.
What's the word? I couldn't think of it.
We're a team. We get it all.
You help.
One way or another. There's a hook by Martinez, and now back comes Stewart. The hook. And there's that little do-se-do you talked about. Here comes Stewart again, tying up now. Stewart does not want to tie up, though.
No. Nice use of the footwork again. Gets himself in position to punch.
So you're talking about how Stewart has the right hand cocked after he throws a punch. I like where he parries it even before he throws a punch on the side like that.
We hope that fighters who are watching this would say, you know, you're taking notes, because he's doing a very good job in there. He's educating the fans and fighters the proper way to throw a punch and protect yourself. Like you said, you just landed a punch, but you're setting yourself up defensively so you can't be countered.
Little crossover, almost a la Tim Witherspoon, but Martinez able to get in there with a good shot in between.
Martinez's game, he's coming forward, he's still throwing punches. Looping him just a little bit, he needs to just tighten him a bit.
Martinez seems to be the type of guy, you'll hurt him maybe several times in a fight, but each stage as he recovers, he'll be game for a while. Then he'll come back at you, you'll hurt him again, then he'll be game for a while. Right now he might be in a little bit of that game mode until that shot.
Yeah.
Now he gets hit again with a right hand. So can Stewart put him in more trouble? Or will he run out of time here in round 3? It looks like Martinez beat the rap again. Scheduled for 6, welterweight Eduardo Martinez and Michael Stewart. Michael Stewart of Newcastle, Delaware, 16-0-1, 6 knockouts. Martinez, 8-11-3 with 4 knockouts and a reluctance to sit on the stool between rounds.
I guess the rental fees are real high in Mississippi because he just doesn't want to sit down. He should.
Just to give you some idea, as Stewart pounds the body, now that's 3 rounds that have gone by. That's the equivalent now of fighting an extra round in this fight. That's 3 minutes of rest that he is not taken. And if you do that over a 12-round fight, that's 4 extra rounds essentially. You may be fighting because you're not taking the minute to recapture yourself.
They give you a chance to recuperate, take advantage of it after he's been wobbled a couple of times also.
So, into the second half of the fight, Michael Stewart having it his way. Now the tie-up aspect.
And, you know, Stewart doesn't move his head defensively, but he seems to get out of the way of the punches just from shifting right from the waist.
Grazing shot there by Martinez, and then Stewart coming back. If there's anything about Stewart, you think perhaps he might be a little too straight up?
Just a little bit. I noticed he's starting to bend his head down a little bit, tucking in his chin, but he's open for an uppercut if Martinez will throw it.
And maybe a little bit more bend and hip action would be good for Michael Stewart. That's an adjustment that can be worked on very easily to try to accentuate your power.
I remember, I'm being critical. The young man's only 21.
Well, let's give him about another 3 months, and then he'll have to have it then. There's the hook by Stewart. And Martinez coming back on him, but very tired and looking to tie up. And Martinez, who would fight in spurts before, now is fighting just once in a while and grabbing in spurts.
And those punches that Stewart throwing to the body, slowing him down just a little bit. Again, a lot of fighters just go to the head all the time, but you do your damage by going to the body to slow the man down in the later rounds.
Stewart trying to hook here.
Step back, please.
And Martinez in an ever-increasing survival mode. Good hook by Stewart. Then he follows with the right hand, but that was slapped a little bit and it came wide. That's the shot we'd like to be a little tighter. But despite everything else, Michael Stewart puts yet another round in the bank. Michael Stewart and Eduardo Martinez scheduled for 6. Stewart has been in complete control of the fight. Staggered Martinez in the opening round, and since then has been at times toying with him and at times trying to take him out.
Seems like he's really sticking to his game plan. It's a very workmanlike performance, not getting wild, even though he hasn't staggered Martinez in a while. Just sticking to the game plan. Get inside, throw the jab, dig to the body.
He wants to pile up points, and if something else comes behind that, all well and good. Otherwise, he's prepared for distance. Martinez just wants to get through this.
Stewart showing that left jab now.
Now on the inside and tight, and we slow again. Martinez did the spin, but unable to throw anything behind it. And no steam at all on Martinez's shots. He's not a knockout puncher anyway, but he's also taken a lot of shots to the body, so whatever he would have had has evaporated. 5th round action set for 6. Don't forget Kennedy McKinney ahead as well against Mario Diaz. McKinney throughout the 90s, one of the most exciting boxers in the game.
Martinez has a little bounce on his feet when he's out of punching range, and then he comes off his toes, and Stewart can tee off.
Well, Stewart senses that he's in trouble now and will go for some serious knockout attempt.
That was so smart. He caught Martinez bouncing up and down where he couldn't do anything, jumped right on him. Real smart move.
Well, Stewart may have had Martinez lulled to sleep after this had been a slower pace. Now he'll step it up. There's a hook, and he tries to get both hands moving. For Martinez, it seems to be a matter of just how willing does he want to be to make it to the end.
And you notice about Stewart, no matter what happens as far as spins or Martinez getting him out of position, he doesn't go that far away from him, stays right in front of him.
Well, the nickname No Joke can certainly apply to his all-business attitude in there. He'll stick with the fundamentals, and he'll not get knocked off his game at this stage of his career. 8th and down to the end of round 5. We've got one more round to go. And Michael Stewart is exactly 1 round away from another win. They go back to their corners. Let's see if anything interesting comes out of there.
Martinez made a tactical error. Bounced up and down to set himself. Stewart jumped right on him, caught him. There was nothing he could do. Got hit with 3 quick punches. Very smart move by Stewart. Another angle. Don't bounce if you don't have to. Covers up, starts to bounce, drops the hands, bang, bang, bang.
And if Stewart had been tired, he would not have been able to take advantage the way he did. But he jumped right on the opportunity. So there's Michael Stewart, ready to close this out one way or another. Final round.
I got it a shutout, 50-46. But no joke, Stewart.
And he has pretty much stayed within the game plan, stayed within his abilities, very smart in that respect. And he had a guy there that did not scare him very much either.
But you know, a lot of fighters will get out of their game plan because this guy can't hurt me and let me try something different. You'll wind up looking up from the canvas. He just stuck to the game plan, didn't vary, doing what he's done from round 1. Very effective with his punches and very calm in there.
He continues to wear Eduardo Martinez down, and it will be interesting to see what happens when it's time for Michael Stewart to move up. He's in the 8-round category. This is the 6, of course. But he's not far away from 10.
And now Martinez sticks his tongue out, which that was probably the highlight of his offensive night tonight.
That might be the height of his defiance. I came back at him. I stuck out the mouthpiece and everything.
But again,
he's very tired.
Stewart, some guys get caught up in that. They start doing shimmies and they get off the game plan. But no, Stewart just gets, no joke, being many different levels.
It means no matter what joke you might tell me, I won't laugh.
Oh, I've heard it.
Well, he continues to work on the inside. Martinez continues to work not at all. A little bit of shot over the top here for Martinez, but basically all Stewart.
There he is. You see him positioning his hand, so he's coming forward, but he's protected as he lands a nice right hand.
You get the impression with Stewart that he would keep punching above a guy even after he was knocked out, just until someone told him it was over. That's how focused he's been on his offense in this fight.
Throwing combinations, which is nice late in the fight, shows he's still in shape.
So, Michael Stewart's management gives him a survivor in his 18th pro fight. And that's about the best Martinez will do here if he makes it to the finish. Because Stewart has been able to do whatever he wants.
Okay, with the bounce, that's when he's going to jump on him again.
Seconds counting down, and an abrasion around the left eye of Michael Stewart. So he would like this to be over real soon. Could have been a headbutt. That's why all fights have some element of risk, even the ones you're way up on. Now a little showboating. Now there was the joke by Stewart.
Right, he was entitled.
But Stewart has a cut now to show for this.
Looks like
around his left eye, and that may keep him out for a while.
That's too bad.
And he got it at the very end of the fight.
I don't think it was from the flurry. It might have been from a headbutt.
May have been. And
you could see him pawing at it during the fight. Just he knew he was going.
Let's take a look at round 6 and see if we can pick up where it occurs.
So Martinez already leaning forward.
That's a collision, sure.
There you
right
see.
After that, he goes to it.
And he knows.
That's the butt.
Again,
fortunately, in round 6, but
he's smart. He wiped the tape on the cut so the blood would show up on the white tape instead of the red glove.
Nothing if not considered.
He's smart.
And he didn't show any emotion in it until the end when he hammed it up a little bit with Martinez. Now the question for Michael Stewart is, can they contain this headbutt so it does not keep him out of fights in the near future? Let's take a look at him here in the 6th.
Yes, he's still looking. He's waiting as his man comes toward him, leans with the right because Martinez is shifting over that way. Good work inside also by Stewart. There you see him covering up so he doesn't get hit with a counter left hook, ducking under, bending from the waist. Then he starts to dig the punches. Nice flurry by Stewart.
Turned, he got everything into the punches that he could. so. They'll continue to exchange congratulations. Let's get the final verdict now.
From the Grand Casino here in Tunica, Mississippi, I've got the scoring, and here it is. All three judges, David Toronto, Fred Steinwinder III, and Randy Phillips, each score 60-54. All for the winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Michael No Joke Stewart. Stewart. And again, let's have a nice round of applause for Eduardo Martinez. Let's hear it for him.
So Michael Stewart, no joke indeed, goes to 17-0-1. He will have a little bit of a gash to contend with, and let's see how that will affect him in the future. And there's some work by him.
There you see coming in, nice short punches. That's where Martinez stuck out his tongue for no reason.
And that's the time that Stewart gave some type of reaction, but that was the business face he showed all night.